Okay, I'm Carissa-Gulyas and I'm here with buylocallyct.com, and right now I am with Tony Nestora with Backup Better Vehicle Safety Products. And Tony is going to go over what exactly his products are, how him and his business partner got started, and then you'll see a little demonstration on how to actually put the products in your car yourself. It's very easy. Okay, so hi Tony, how are you?
I'm doing fine, and I'm flattered that you're here. He designed these product sheets. Okay, this one is on the backup better add-on blind spot mirrors, which Carissa, you've just seen how well they work,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then this is on the lens, and I'm going to put this one a little closer to you. But if you notice on this side, it has the increase in vision that you get with the lens. And over here, it shows you a little boy behind an SUV or a station wagon that you would not be able to see without the lens. And that's why there's so many what they call blind zone, blind spot, back over accidents. There's 50 a week, and a lot of them are fatal. So what we have is basically, depending on the size of your vehicle, smaller add-on blind spot mirrors. These are a snap. It takes 5 minutes to put both of them on. There's just double-sided tape on the back, and the best thing to probably do though is to have somebody move it around while you're looking to see where you like it. Do you want it closer to the car, further away from the car, high, low, whatever. So that we then, for big cars like Suburbans and things, we have larger ones.
Now, for the mirrors, these will not block the whole entire mirror, right? Because it's hard to see from the video the size of it, and we'll go over it in the video.
No. This is.
It's just a part of the actual mirror.
I would say it doesn't even cover 10%. It
Right.
may cover 5% of the mirror. It's just a small add-on,
Right.
and it's in a spot on the mirror that ordinarily really is not doing anything for you. I like to put it higher and closer to the car, and that's almost like a dead spot. It doesn't really show you anything worthwhile. And then the lenses are made of optical grade polyvinyl chloride, PVC, and they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you see me differently.
Yep.
My face, I'll put it
Yeah.
on.
It's like a magnifying glass.
Well, what happens is there's variations on this. It's called a Fresnel, Fresnel lens. And if you feel this side, there's all these little lines, and those little lines are like diffusers, and they magnify what you see. So there's a smooth side that goes on the window, and the nice thing is it's just really static electricity, whatever, that holds it on. You wet it, you put it on, push out the bubbles. If you don't like where it is, you could peel it off. You can make it higher, lower, put it in the middle. You can do anything you want. I actually had this one gal who is so crazy about this. She has a minivan that they were going to visit her husband's parents in Kansas, and she peeled off the backup better lens and brought it with her on a vacation because they rented a minivan and she couldn't live without it.
Yeah.
So if you get a new car, you can peel it off and put it in the new car or whatever. But they're inexpensive enough that it's not a problem. And then for larger cars like Chevy Suburbans or whatever, we have the 11 by 14, the others are 8 by 10. But again, this tries to show you how much more you can see. I think there's a colored spot that's the actual view, and then the lens adds the rest of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's very clear.
So it's pretty straightforward, and since we're talking about this, you also saw me go behind the car and squat down in a position you would never see me in my own car.
Right.
And then you went and looked into the mirror and you saw me. Voila, that's the whole purpose. The blind spot behind an SUV, a minivan, or a station wagon is anywhere from 14 to 45 feet. And the smaller you are, a little pretty soccer mom, 5'2",
Right.
5'3". If you're up higher, then your line of sight is coming down. If you're shorter, your line of sight is more level
Mm-hmm.
and you can't see as far. So it's really, I hope soccer moms isn't a derogatory term, but who has young children is rushing around all over the place, taking them to school, taking them to uh, athletic events and gymnastics and whatever else they do, is young parents.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst ones are the grandparents because they have no contact with these kids on a regular basis, and God forbid that they have to watch the kids while the other people go on vacation. That's when there's a very high percentage of accidents in those situations. So we decided, we had a mission, we're dads, we have kids also, that we should start a company. And yes, we sell things and we make money on them, but the objective, the goal was to save lives, to make this world a safer place. I know that sounds corny, but it's so easy and so simple and so inexpensive to basically put this in your car, and it gives you peace of mind, more confidence when you're backing up, especially back parking. Okay? Now we're looking at seeing somebody, but when you're back parking an SUV or a minivan or a station wagon, you can't see that good. Okay, and for back, and even when you're driving on the highway, you can see if somebody's tailgating you. You actually get, it'll show you the opposite lanes rather, next to you. It's not like a backup camera that is a little size of a dime or a nickel that just shows you right behind your car. And my wife's car has a camera, but I'm not a big fan of the cameras because all you see is that little blind spot right behind you. Whereas when you turn around to look over your shoulder and you see the lens, you have your whole field of vision plus what the lens shows you, which you never saw before, directly behind your car. So if a little kid was running towards your car with the camera, you wouldn't see him until
Mm-hmm.
he's right in back of the car, which may be too late depending on how fast you're going. Whereas without the camera, and if you're using the lens, forget the lens. You'll see the kid coming into your field of view, and the lens might not even come into play in that situation. It might just be the fact that you saw this child. So to me, it's counterintuitive to look forward because the picture from the camera is on your dashboard. So you're looking forward to see backwards.
Absolutely. And I think it's also really good, not just for people with kids, but for dog owners as well, or people with pets, because their dogs might be running behind their car to go say hi or, as they're leaving. So I think this is really a great product for everybody, to be honest.
Well, just to give you an example, I had it in my SUV when my office was in Stanford, and there was a gym very close by that I used to go to. And I had a little ritual, and I would stop at this deli and pick up. At that time, they had orange and mango and different Tropicana fruit drinks, healthy stuff. And I backed up into a fire hydrant. I couldn't see the fire
Yeah.
hydrant, and I wrecked the whole rear bumper, and it cost quite a bit to get it fixed. And I know people that have run over those little tricycles and everything else like that. So we use the child as the example
Hmm.
because that would be the greatest loss. How would you like to run over and kill your own child and have to
Right.
live with that? So
And what are some of the statistics for that?
well, according to Kids and Cars, which is run by a gal, Jeanette Fennell, and that's the largest, most prestigious child safety blog in the country. She's actually connected to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA. Uh, this happens 50 times every week. Okay, so 2,500 times plus a year, and that's what they know about. Okay, this happens. Now, a lot of them don't even go reported. It could be happening twice as often. But what seems to be getting all the attention lately is people that are either tweeting or texting on their telephones and they're having accidents, well, there's almost as many accidents on backovers, backup accidents, as there are for tweeting and texting. Yet that's not really getting that much play. Now, Congress passed a law that mandated that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has to do something about this problem of backover, blind zone, blind spot accidents. Supposedly by the end of the year, the NHTSA is going to mandate that all cars from model years 2014 and beyond, regardless, every vehicle will have a backup camera. Okay, but we have a portion of our clients that say, oh, I don't need that, I have a backup camera. But we also have a lot of people that we've given these to for free to say, you know what, why don't you see which one you like better, or if even with the camera it makes sense to have both. I mean, you're talking about a $15 investment. Amortize that over the 10 years you're going to have the vehicle, and it doesn't really cost you too much, a half a cent a day. So that's basically what we're doing. And the last thing that we were going to try, but we've put on hold, is noisemakers, beepers, that would connect to your rear view lights. So when you put your car in reverse, there would be a beeping noise that would notify anybody behind you, that would startle them. But Backup Better is up and running. We've gotten tremendous positive feedback. We've had no complaints. Nobody asked for their money back. Everybody likes them. And I would say 1 out of 5 of our customers ends up coming back and buying more for friends and stuff when they see, and I know that because one of the gals that bought them had it was a funny name of a street, and this gal had the same address as this other person, except the house number was different. So the neighbor down the block bought one after seeing it. So that's basically it. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to kind of spread the word about Backup Better. And let's go put one in your car and see how it works.
Absolutely. Now, can you just tell people what your website is so that they can go and look into this and purchase it if they would like?
Backupbetter.com. BACKUP better, BETTER. BACKUPBETTER.com. Backupbetter.com. And the interesting thing is, we chose the name because backing the car up was the issue. But there's a lot of other sites that look at backing up better as backing up your data on your computer. So some people that do a search get a lot of computer stuff and not ours. So, but we like the name and we're going to stick with it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Tony. Now we'll go over to the demonstration so everybody can see that. Okay?
Terrific. You got it. Thank you very much.